The courtroom went silent, every eye fixed on the papers in Wendy Osifo's hand. Ashley Darby's jaw dropped, Mia Thornton's hands shook with disbelief, and the whispers of the crowd filled the tension like a storm ready to break. This wasn't just another reality TV scandal. This was betrayal, meticulously planned, exposed in front of everyone. Edward Osifo, once seen as the unshakable husband, now looked cornered, caught in a web of lies he thought he could hide forever. And as Wendy laid down the evidence, the recordings, the USB, the CCTV footage, a single question hung over the room. How deep did this conspiracy go? Fans watching online couldn't believe what they were seeing. Hashtags exploded, theories ran wild, and even the most loyal supporters were questioning everything. And then, just as the judge's gavel threatened to fall, a new twist hit, a revelation that no one saw coming, and it would change the game forever. The day started like any other in the high-stakes world of reality TV drama, but no one could have predicted the bombshell that was about to drop. In the courthouse, whispers traveled faster than the click of cameras. Ashley Darby's eyes were wide with disbelief. Mia Thornton's fingers tapped nervously on her notes, and every spectator sensed that this wasn't just about legal papers. It was about betrayal, deception, and secrets long buried finally coming to light. Wendy Osifo stepped forward, calm but resolute, her hands clutching a USB drive that could change everything. "Your Honor," her voice trembled for a moment, then steadied. "What you're about to hear is not a story I made up. It's the truth, every word, every detail." She slid the USB across the table, and the murmurs grew louder. Edward Osifo shifted uncomfortably in his seat, a flicker of fear passing through his usually composed demeanor. Ashley leaned toward Mia, whispering under her breath, "I can't believe this. They've been hiding this from all of us?" Mia shook her head, gripping the edge of her seat. Wendy's not just exposing Edward. She's exposing everyone who thought they could manipulate the truth. The first recording played. Edward's voice was unmistakable, calm, cold, rehearsed. "Once she signs, it's done. We're in the clear," he said, unaware that Wendy's legal team had captured it months ago. The courtroom gasped collectively. Witnesses who had previously sworn loyalty to Edward shifted in their seats. Some muttered, others looked away, unable to meet the eyes of the people they had once defended. Fans watching online erupted in reaction. Hashtags trended instantly. Hashtag exposed Edward. Hashtag justice for Wendy. Hashtag courtroom chaos. Comments flooded the feeds. "This is insane. I can't believe he did this," one viewer typed. Another wrote, "Ashley and Mia need to see this live. They're going to lose it." Then Wendy dropped the next bombshell. "Your Honor," she said, her voice gaining strength, "we have CCTV footage that proves the items Edward claimed were stolen were actually moved under his direction. And there's proof that some of these documents were falsified, fabricated to make me appear guilty." She passed the screen to the judge, and a grainy video appeared. Edward carefully carrying boxes labeled stolen items into a storage unit, smiling faintly at the camera as though nothing could touch him. Ashley leaned back, her mouth agape, whispering, "I knew something was off. But this is next level." Mia's eyes narrowed, her face a mixture of anger and disbelief. "I told you, Wendy's not just a victim, she's prepared. This is the moment she's been waiting for." Courtroom spectators felt the weight of every word, every piece of evidence. It wasn't just the facts, it was the intent, the betrayal, the cold calculation of someone who thought they could play a wife, a friend, and the public all at the same time. Then came the whispers that would ignite the next layer of controversy. Edward had been in contact with Monique Samuels, Wendy's former rival, during the entire fraudulent insurance claim. Leaked messages were presented, texts that showed Edward coordinating with someone saved as M in his phone. "Once she signs, everything's finalized," one message read. "We both get out clean." The courtroom went silent again, but online, the reactions were instant. Fans speculated, theories ran wild. "M is Monique. It has to be," one comment screamed. Ashley whispered, a mix of outrage and frustration in her tone, "I can't believe Monique would be involved. She's been smiling on camera while this was all going on." Mia shook her head, her voice low and determined. This isn't just about betrayal anymore. It's about... The tension in the courtroom was suffocating. Every eye was fixed on the screens as Wendy Osifo's evidence continued to unfold. Leaked messages between Edward and Monique flashed across the monitor, cold, calculated, and undeniably damning. "She trusts me blindly. Once the paperwork is signed, we're untouchable," one read. Another chilling note followed. "Don't worry about her. By the time anyone figures it out, it'll be too late." Gasps echoed through the room, whispers of disbelief spreading like wildfire. Ashley Darby's hands flew to her face, her voice barely a whisper. This is insane. I can't even look at her knowing she was part of this." Mia Thornton's jaw tightened, her fingers drumming rapidly on the wooden railing. "No, Wendy's the one who's been set up this entire time. Monique, Edward, they underestimated her." Outside, the internet exploded. Fans rewatched the clips on loop. Tweets flooded in with hashtags like #MoniqueExposed and #EdwardBetrayal. Some viewers wept, others seethed with anger. One viral post read, "Wendy's tears are the only thing real here. Everyone else is playing a part in their own deceit." Another comment stormed the feed, "I can't believe Monique, of all people. She was supposed to be an ally, a friend. This is cold-blooded." Then came the leaked voicemail that would break the internet. Edward's smug voice, captured months prior, played clearly. "She'll sign anything I tell her to. By the time anyone questions it, I'll be gone and she'll take the fall." The room went deadly silent. Spectators leaned forward as if expecting the walls themselves to react. Wendy's lips pressed together, her gaze steady, unwavering. Ashley's voice quivered as she muttered to Mia, I thought I knew her, Monique. I can't believe this. This is a betrayal on another level." Mia's eyes burned with a mixture of rage and sorrow. This isn't just about money or reputation anymore. It's manipulation, it's control, it's evil. Wendy's lawyer stood, holding a USB in one hand, a stack of documents in the other. "Your Honor, we also have corroborating evidence from the storage units, receipts, surveillance footage, and timestamps proving Edward personally handled the so-called stolen items. Every step of the fraud points directly back to him, and Monique was complicit." The courtroom erupted in murmurs. Some whispered accusations, others audibly gasped. Wendy's fans watching online couldn't contain themselves. Comments scrolled faster than anyone could read. "She finally has the proof. She finally did it. Monique is done. Edward is done. The truth is here." And then Wendy herself spoke, her voice strong, unwavering. "I trusted them. I signed papers, believing in our family and our bonds. But they planned it all. They wanted me silenced, humiliated, erased. Not anymore." A low murmur of awe ran through the room. Even the most skeptical could feel the weight of her words. Ashley turned to Mia, whispering, "She's owning it. She's standing in the storm while everyone else hides." "I can't," she broke off, shaking her head. Mia's hand gripped Ashley's shoulder, firm. "No. Watch. Learn. Wendy's rewriting the story, and it's only the beginning." Then, the most shocking twist hit. The judge leaned forward, voice cutting through the tension like a knife. "Monique, you are ordered to appear at the next hearing. Your presence is mandatory. This case is far from over." A collective intake of breath echoed around the courtroom. Online, the reaction was instantaneous. #MoniqueInCourt began trending within minutes. Fans speculated wildly. Would Monique finally face the music? Or was this just another chapter in a story that seemed darker by the hour? The courtroom lights dimmed, the murmurs quieted, and Wendy sat back, calm, yet every eye in the room felt the electricity of the storm about to hit. Somewhere in the silence, the unspoken question lingered. What would Monique do when the full weight of her involvement was revealed? And what other secrets had yet to surface, waiting to shatter every carefully constructed lie? The world watched, breath held, as the countdown to the next explosive hearing began. The day of the next hearing arrived, and the tension in the courtroom was almost unbearable. Every seat was filled, cameras perched on every ledge, and the air buzzed with anticipation. Wendy Osifo entered first, calm, composed, yet the intensity in her eyes spoke volumes. She carried with her the weight of months of betrayal, manipulation, and deceit, but also the evidence that would finally unmask the truth. Then Monique Samuels appeared, glancing around nervously, her usual poise replaced by something brittle, strained. Whispers filled the room. The woman who had once wielded influence with charm and certainty now seemed fragile under the weight of impending exposure. Wendy's supporters leaned forward, some holding back tears, others trembling with righteous anger. Fans online erupted as clips from the courtroom began trending instantly, everyone desperate to see the showdown. Ashley Darby and Mia Thornton sat in the front row. Ashley's face was twisted in disbelief and outrage. "I can't believe I'm watching this." "Monique, after everything," she muttered, her voice shaking. Mia's expression was firmer, resolute. "Wendy deserves justice. This is long overdue. Every lie, every manipulation, it ends today." The first blow came when Wendy's attorney presented the USB containing not only the audio recording of Edward plotting the insurance scam, but also surveillance footage of Monique meeting Edward at a private lounge weeks before the fraud, casually discussing the scheme. The courtroom gasped in unison. The messages were clear. Monique wasn't just an observer. She was orchestrating alongside Edward. "She's implicated in every step," Wendy's attorney declared. "The evidence is irrefutable." Monique's face went pale. She tried to interject, but the judge silenced her. "Ms. Samuels, you will have your opportunity. This hearing is about the facts presented." Wendy stood, voice steady but burning with emotion. "I trusted people I thought were my allies. I believed in the bonds of friendship, in honesty, in family. And I was betrayed. Not just by my husband, but by someone I once considered a friend." The room was silent except for her words, which seemed to echo and settle into every heart present. Then came the twist that no one anticipated. The leaked documents revealed that Monique had transferred part of Edward's insurance payout into offshore accounts under a shell company labeled MO Holdings. It was a smoking gun, proof that Wendy's suspicion had been right all along. Monique's defenses faltered as the evidence mounted, every line of proof tying her directly to the scheme. Ashley muttered under her breath, "She's finished. There's no coming back from this." Mia nodded grimly. Finally, the truth is out." Monique's voice cracked when she finally spoke. I didn't. I mean, Wendy, you have to understand." Wendy's eyes never wavered. "I understand everything. I understand betrayal. I understand greed. I understand manipulation. And I am done being silent." The judge leaned forward, his voice deliberate, heavy. "Ms. Samuels, this court finds sufficient cause to continue the investigation into your involvement. You will remain present at all subsequent hearings. This case will continue until full accountability is achieved." The words struck the courtroom like thunder. Monique sank slightly in her chair, silent for the first time since the hearing began. Fans online exploded with reactions. Some cheered Wendy's victory, others debated the implications for Monique and Edward. The hashtags trended worldwide. Hashtag Wendy wins, hashtag Monique exposed, hashtag justice served. Yet, amidst the frenzy, Wendy remained eerily calm. She posted a single caption on her social media. "They thought they could break me. They thought silence would protect them. But truth has a voice. And I have nothing left to lose." The final revelation hit in the last moments of the hearing. An anonymous tip submitted to the court hinted that there might be another recording, one potentially showing Edward and Monique planning an even larger scheme, implicating others beyond the courtroom walls. The murmur of shock spread quickly. The judge acknowledged receipt, but no details were revealed. Wendy's gaze met Monique's across the room, a silent storm of justice and vengeance. The room held its breath. Even Edward's name, whispered online as vanished, seemed to hang in the air like a shadow, reminding everyone that the past had not yet fully caught up with him. As the session adjourned, the world outside erupted. Theories, debates, and outrage swept across social media. Yet in the quiet corner, Wendy sat alone for a moment, letting the truth sink in. She had faced betrayal, exposed deception, and reclaimed control over her story. But the final act, the ultimate reckoning, still loomed. Her last words to herself, barely audible. They took everything from me, but the difference now is I have everything they'll never see coming. The courtroom emptied, but the echoes of what had transpired reverberated far beyond its walls. The mystery was not over. The fallout, the vengeance, and the truths yet unrevealed promised that Wendy's fight had only just begun. The courtroom erupted, voices clashing, phones recording, and fans around the world holding their breath. Wendy had finally exposed the proof. Edward and Monique's betrayal laid bare for everyone to see. Ashley's shock, Mia's unwavering support, and the overwhelming evidence marked the emotional high point, the moment Wendy reclaimed her power. But the story isn't over. Monique will face the next hearing, and whispers of another explosive recording are already circulating. Could there be more secrets, more hidden schemes waiting to surface? The next chapter promises even deeper betrayals, unexpected allies, and shocking revelations that no one saw coming. If you thought today was the climax, think again. The real storm is just beginning, and you'll want to see who truly falls and who escapes. Comment below if you want the leaked evidence revealed next. This might be the end of one chapter, but what happens in court next will change everything.